Yes, we do love a Virgo. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, we're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Sorry we're
Oh,
late.
is this on? Hello. Oh,
Hello.
surprise. I didn't know we were having company.
I didn't know this was happening.
Good thing I just happened to have a salon appointment today.
Just Hi, Ravenflower, Draven, Alondra, Crow Wolf. Hey, everybody.
No, Sunshine State Witch.
Hi,
Oh my
God.
God. Tell me
Regulars.
that you are a Florida pagan with your screen name handle, and that's it.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I was a Florida pagan. Yeah.
Yes. A little bit of home in the chat for you.
Yeah.
And on camera, really, because that's where I am. So
because you're there too.
She said, I am Orlando.
Oh wow, I grew up in Okeechobee.
Yes. So let's get the introductions out of the way, just because. What'd you say? Oh yeah, Mark always be chugging, you know that. So since I was late, in the green room. So Mark, this is BibmoYaga. BibmoYaga, this is Mark, aka
Hi, baby.
Hello, darling.
Dueling. And I mean, everybody kind of knows me. Hi, I'm here. I'm not nearly as important as these two. I'm just here for the logistics, really. So.
And you're gorgeous, and you're holding it down.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I do try sometimes. Okay, so let's start with what we're reading tonight. I'm going to put up our banners to let anybody who's new, who hasn't been here, know how this works. Oh, you put that up just as I put up my banner. It freaked me out.
Sorry, I just had to say what Snow was saying. Yes, I agree. It is the best name ever.
Oh, it was you.
Maybe I'll tell you the story.
Oh, I can't wait.
Too long didn't read. I'm BibmoYaga's slutty sister. I'm Baba Yaga's slutty sister.
Absolutely here for it. Okay. Mark, what you're reading? What you're drinking?
I am. Oh shit. I am reading the Pride Tarot, which my sister Lovely sent us both messages about, and she's like, "You guys should get this," and I was like, "I already have it." She's like, "No, you don't." And I said, "If you'd watch, you'd know I already have it." But I already have it. And then I am drinking.
So there you go, sis.
Yes, sis. She ain't even watching right now. Probably she's probably taking care of her dogs. But I'm drinking Seagram's Escapes, and this one happens to be a lemon Collins, and I just finished off a grapefruit Paloma.
Lovely.
I'm all about the citrus.
Lovely. You can go ahead if you want. I'm
You're shuffling. You have a whole experience.
You got a handful.
I'm BibmoYaga. My name is also Ilvamar Rajashevsky. I'm a professional witch. I am the author of A Practical Guide for Witches, which you can purchase anywhere you purchase your books, though we do prefer indie sellers. I also am the co-creator of The Living Altar with my art partner and dear friend, Kiki Robinson, the Opulent Witch. That's what I'll be reading tonight. Let me show you the box. It's propping up my camera.
Let me just do that again. There you go. Yes. Love it.
Cute. Awesome. The Living Altar deck. It's an oracle deck that Kiki and I made. And I'm also going to be reading from my trusty Toth deck. And I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Excited to have you.
Very excited.
For being a part of this crazy adventure.
And I, since I started my morning with drinks, I'm finishing my day with a little herbal refreshment. I'm not sure if we can say what my herbal refreshment is but it's
Marinara
plain
sauce.
and it's delicious.
It's marinara sauce.
It's green and it's
Marinara.
amazing. So
Mary and I are going to be here. Are the kids still calling it Mary?
Yeah.
Best friend Mary.
Okay.
Hey. Mary's calling.
Yes, she is.
You go pick up our phone.
Wonderful.
Cracking this in real quick. It's really stiff.
Oh.
It's new. Definitely new.
Miss Mary in the house. Anthony said it's green tea. Green tea. Oregano. Snow said oregano. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, you know, I am a bulky witch dream. or much preferred dream herb. A little pinch of oregano before bed.
You know, after this, I take my gummies because I swear it helps prevent hangover. It's probably just me, but I swear it works. Yeah.
Okay.
It might just be that I get the munchies after, and maybe like me eating and drinking like a lot. Maybe that just prevents I don't know. Whatever. It's
probably like a medical pathway or some kind of explanation.
There's something in there.
Don't know how to communicate.
It's magic.
Yeah, there's magic and
yeah.
That's it.
It's wonderful. It's from the earth. Mark, my nails. Excuse me? What?
Oh, look at your nails.
Oh my god, twins!
Oh, look at your nails. How gorgeous.
Fake. They're fake. They're press-ons.
Oh, yes. I grew these myself.
You did those yourself?
I didn't, no.
Oh.
No, our friend Ja from Mad Nails in New Orleans on Magazine Street did these for us.
They're
gorgeous. You can't see the colors because I've got those little sunset lamps on, but
yeah, gorgeous.
Hi, Natalie.
I wish I could do my nails, but I can't. So practice does make perfect, but I'm not perfect yet, so it pains me. It pains me. I'm drinking this Bib Tucker batch bourbon whiskey.
Yum.
Ooh.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing shots with it. I'm sipping this with.
Yes, that's a nice sipping whiskey.
Yeah, it's a nice sipping one. And then I'm a basic bitch, so I'm gonna do shots of this Malibu that I bought last episode and haven't gotten halfway through yet, and it's delicious. I love it. So
wow. I'll tell you.
Did I mix rum and whiskey? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Look. Oh, but you're young.
I mean, am I really?
I don't know. You look young.
We'll see.
You can do it.
We'll see how young I am after tonight.
That's right. That's great. That's great. I have both some of my most extraordinary memories from my youth involve Malibu, and some of my most horrendous memories from youth also
I can
involve Malibu. She's like the Gemini sister I never wanted.
You know,
seem to find.
You know, I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
No offense to any of my Gemini sisters.
I am reading tonight the Guardian of the Night Tarot, which is a new deck by MJ, who also did the Crow Tarot, which y'all know I really love. So now y'all can officially say Nathan has at least 4 decks now. So I'm getting better.
I have 4 decks too.
Oh my.
Look at us.
I'll tell you, I only use one deck, and I've only ever used one tarot deck at a time since I was 15. Mm-hmm.
See, I love that.
I think it's different. I think it's also maybe cultural. So just a little PSA for the audience is that I want to say I am a Romani person. I'm a mixed Romani person. My mother is mixed Romani and my father is Polish Ashkenazi. And something I want to say before we start is that tarot finds its roots in the Romani diaspora. And the only reason we have tarot and cartomancy as a practice that is publicly practiced as a trade is because we invented it as a survival-based trade while we were being forced through diaspora, through Swana, up into the Balkans, through Europe, into the Iberian Peninsula, and also through our enslavement through Romania and also the Middle Passage. And so I want to just mention some Roma communities view tarot as a closed practice. I was not raised in that ideology, so I cannot speak to that. But what I will speak to is the importance of acknowledging the roots of cartomancy as a practice in the Romani diaspora. So just to let you know, and also when I was younger, my mother was like, here's your tarot deck, you know.
This is yours.
Yes,
get accustomed, get acquainted.
I had that tarot deck. I gave it away to a lover, which, listen, when you think it's a forever, you better don't give him your tarot deck.
Don't give him your tarot deck.
Don't give him your
do
tarot
it.
No matter what. Give me a ring, I'm going to keep my tarot deck. So heartbroken. But I've used this Toth deck for the past, I don't know, 12 years. So I've only ever used one deck at a time, but that's just how I was brought up, you know? But I love all the art that's out there right now. And there's this really beautiful, God, I'm stoned already. Blah, 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 blah.
We love it.
Really,
Go on.
Already.
That's why you're here.
Totally fine.
Do you even know who you invited? Yes, we do.
Sort of.
And love it.
I'm loving it. So
far, totally.
One last thing. There's this beautiful tarot deck by this trans artist who goes by Cedar. I forget their last name. It's called the Numinous Tarot, and it's created by a trans non-binary artist, multimedia artist. So beautiful. This is one of the only other decks I've ever used in recent years. But I love so many of them. I think I love all of them, most of them, that I can't ever pick. But there's also my friend made the Threads of Fate tarot deck. Threads of Fate Oracle, and then Threads of Fate also released their tarot deck, which I don't know, my brain, I can't remember, but that's a really cool deck too. You should look up Threads of Fate.
Threads of Fate. How do you spell numinous?
Oh, it's spelled numinous.
Duh.
My Virgo got it. He's like, it's M-U-N, and I'm just like, you're going too fast.
Anyway, that's my PSA. Those are my favorite tarot decks.
You tell those people if they
Oh my God, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Because my thing.
They're
you
gorgeous.
tell those people if they wanna go somewhere to have a good time and do some free shameless promotions. Come over. Let's party.
Absolutely. They're sweethearts. They're also a queer-owned, queer-run tarot company. And it's a small business, beautiful folks, Britt and Blair and Nash. So I will send you their information. You can post about it.
Please.
Yeah.
Because I also want those decks. Oh, Sunshine State Witch says she has Threads of Fate.
Yes, it's so good, isn't it? If you have the original Threads of Fate, yours truly is featured as the Void.
Ooh.
Now I need to buy it more.
Yeah, it's a limited run of deck. It was their limited edition deck, so I don't know if they have any more. But if they do have them, you should get it's really beautiful. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Anyway, I'm really about shameless promotions of self and
I love it.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get this shit on the shit road.
Yeah.
Show road.
All that beautiful bean footage, Nathan.
Oh yeah, we got to do that still. Okay, hang on. Say it again.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, Nathan.
So
Make
good. Oh wait, why can't I hear nothing?
Oh, you can't hear nothing?
I can't get these
Oh, now I can.
fucking little hairs to stay back behind my fucking ear. Sorry. We're
Sorry,
good.
And everyone, we're all professionals here.
I'm not. I'm not. TS public service announcement. I'm not a professional.
I am, but you know what? Fuck professionalism. Fuck professionalism. Truly.
Exactly.
How like racist and ableist and homophobic and transphobic. Fuck professionalism.
We don't do that. We don't do that here.
I'll take my time.
Mark is playing with his hair. Everybody drink.
Is that a rule?
It
is now.
I guess it is today.
I love it. Every time we fidget with our hair, we have to take a drink. I'm drinking also water with electrolytes in it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it's really, really good. That's going to also help your hangover, honey.
Hangover. We don't know her.
Out of your electrolyte water.
Do we have a question yet?
I'm not a professional.
Raven wants third. Raven put in third like 3 hours before. So we need questions. She did like 3 hours before. And then she was like, hey, did you notice I called third? And I was like, yeah, I noticed.
What does that mean?
So Raven has this theory that third is a sweet spot, that after the third reading, Mark and I normally get a little, that's when we're a little
intoxicated.
Yeah, and sometimes we ramble afterwards. So she likes third spot because we're like just drunk enough, but not like too drunk.
Exactly.
So, okay.
Yeah. Natalie. Hello.
Natalie said she'll take something.
You want
a
gin?
Natalie McVicker, let's give you something.
Let's give you something. We'll give you something.
Some girl. Oh my God! Congratulations, Crow Wolf. This is your first show. Yeah.
I love Crow Wolf. Okay, what's in store for me in regards to my career? 4/21/84 is your birth year. Okay.
Okay. I have a question.
Let's see.
Whenever y'all pick cards, do you just pull from the top, or do you spread them out and just pick one, or does it matter?
Yes.
I don't think it matters. I really think what's most important is your relationship with your practice and your craft. And so if you come up with all these rules and you make rules for yourself, you have to then follow them. And unless you're part of a tradition that has set protocols, the rules that you follow for your practice or the rules you make up for your practice should be rules you will follow. So, I mean, if you're part of a tradition that's like, do it this way, then do it that way if it works for you. And if it doesn't, well, then you need to have those conversations with your elders. But
I like that.
I don't think it matters. Sometimes
I love that.
Yeah. Like if I'm doing like a linear spread and I want to see like what's rising up in the present moment, I might pull from the top. If I want to see where it came from, I might pull from the bottom. If I want to see where it's going, maybe I pull from the middle. But I usually come up with those intentions as I'm doing it.
Cool.
I also track when
we're learning so much.
Yeah.
You said you also
love it. No, I love it.
When I shuffle, I also sometimes will look at the narrative that's happening and see like what's going on as I shuffle the cards. If I catch certain themes, even if I don't pull those cards, it feels like it's sometimes for me it feels important, and sometimes I won't even pull a card. I'll just shuffle. I'll just shuffle and I'll just look at the story, and then something will happen. But for Natalie, who wants to know what's in store for her in regards to I'm sorry, Natalie, I'm assuming your pronouns, baby. Natalie wants to know what's in store for them in regards to their career 4/21/84, the birthday. Very important. Okay. I like this question.
I like to spread my cards out and just pick and see what I get.
I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that lovely person. Mwah. I love them.
Wow, that's beautiful. That kind of.
Sorry, let me turn on.
First, it looks like a.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yes, that's beautiful.
It reminds me of, I don't know why, but it's giving me what's his face from True Blood.
Lafayette.
Yeah,
that one.
I
That's what
love
it's giving me.
Character.
That's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. Sorry. This card is, since it was in reverse, it's being some kind of financial independence. You need to take some self-care, and you have some work/home conflict. I kind of know maybe what she's asking about because I do know her. But she is starting a new job. So there we go. You had some work and home conflict. Maybe they weren't meshing well together, and that's what's causing stuff.
I'm loving this book so far. So, and that's the first time I've opened the book and read anything out here. And so I got the Chariot, which is also a honey badger, which is
don't fuck with the honey badger.
Which is funny because she literally mentions that in the book. She said the honey badger doesn't quit. It takes what it wants and it does so without giving a damn. She said, I thought about those memes. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't care. And so that's literally kind of the message here with the Chariot is just keep staying in motion, keep that grit going, keep that focus, keep that independence because you the honey badger. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't care. So,
and I think that's something everybody needs to learn is just don't give a fuck about anything.
About anything?
Anything.
Well, I mean, like, you know.
Nothing. Everyone must adopt an existential nihilism. Nothing and everything all at
nothing.
Just fuck everything.
That's really fun. I think that would be a very interesting life.
I agree.
That would be like.
Wes, thank you, baby. Mwah.
Thanks, Wes.
All right, Natalie, honey, I pulled for you 2 cards, one from the Living Altar and one from the Toth deck. From the Living Altar, I pulled the Death card. And the Death card in the Living Altar also represents the phase of life that is death, but also the end of circumstances that have brought you an abundance of experience. Death happens everywhere. Death happens all the time. But where death concerns us is where we have relationship with what has ended. So this speaks to the ending of something that literally you had relationship with. It brought you lots of experience. That's really wonderful. I think maybe make an altar to the spirits of death and to the spirits who tend to death and really get to know them and maybe even feed your ancestors because what's coming is the Emperor. And so this tells me that the shift of the job, it tells me that there's probably like a shift in your job. Maybe you need to look for a new job. Maybe you're being promoted or maybe you should ask for promotion because the Emperor is a really wonderful card that indicates stability, leadership, not necessarily recognition for your work, but like you don't like people. It's not like people come into you and say, "Oh, good job." It's like you done such a good job that now you're in charge. That's the recognition, and that's the only recognition that actually matters right now. The recognition that advances your work, and so. Okay, great. Yeah, your work revolves around death. I think that that's really beautiful. Something is changing there, and I think there needs to be. When I also look at the Emperor can indicate abuse of power.
Right.
So I think that might be something to think about. And when I see the Death card in all of its capacity and the Emperor card together for you, I'm also looking at. Allowing a rite of passage or allowing an initiatory experience to unfold for you. Allowing an initiatory experience to unfold for you. One that allows you to move. One that empowers you to move yourself forward, even if it's difficult, even if it's challenging. Yeah, that's going to be very important. This is like a truth to power moment.
Yes, we love that. Taking in a new direction.
Is that what we have in mind for readings? I know I pulled 2 cards. I'm just gonna pull 2 cards.
No, you're fine. You do what you
totally
want.
fine.
If you see me doing this, it's because I'm blind. So
yes, I have my contacts in, but they're dry, so I'm doing this a lot.
yeah, that's exactly why I don't have my contacts in, because otherwise I'd really be up in there going, what is that
All up
saying?
in your business.
Yeah. True. All right. Is Wild Hippie Woman next? Yes. Yep. Look at me go, keeping track.
Wild
So
hippie.
Look at you. That's gonna last for about 5 minutes. You keeping track?
I know. It's true. It's very true. It's very true.
Wild hippie woman, like to get a reading on your health. Okay.
Health reading. Give it a little spank.
Bang it.
Spanking it. A little spank.
Okay, so Wild Hippie Woman. I drew the 10 of Cups. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Really? What is this deck? The fact deck? What did you say it was? We're gonna get us banned from.
It's the Pride Tarot deck. I got it from a store. It's called Earth Magic. But like I walked in because I mean, the day we started doing this, I walked in and I was like, I just need a new tarot deck. And this is the first one that I saw. And I said, well, you're coming home with me. So I took it, and it's illustrated by a bunch of queer artists. And I love it so much. Like this one's illustrated by Robin Scott. Like, look how happy everybody.
There's the gay tarot that was made by straight people.
That's
like the gay tarot, but it's actually made by straight people.
Yeah, they don't know what to talk about.
Oh, it's so nice to see the Pride deck is made by actual queers. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one here, this card represents happiness, homecomings, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. As far as your health goes with that, I feel like it's a very for past. You have been in well, I mean, since it's not in reverse, I will say you have been in healthy. You've been a healthy person in the past. So like maybe what this is saying is you may need to go back to your past behaviors for what's happening. You may need to go back to your past behaviors. Is that making sense?
Wild Hippie Woman's about to go start doing key bumps in the bathroom at the local gay bar.
just real quick.
Remember, don't care about anything.
Fuck everything. Don't care about anything.
Don't care about anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
God, if I could go back to some of those old behaviors when I was Ryan Spry.
Ryan Spry? I love it. I'm here for it. So, I have 2 of Swords, which happens to be this cute, adorable frog, this tree frog.
Wow.
That's so cute.
So, can you see those eyes, though?
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, the frog is not in.
Yeah, I was like, frog's eyes?
Sky eyes.
Sky eyes. That's a song. That's a song somewhere. I know it is. Sky
Probably.
So when I was looking at the book, and the book says a lot, but I'm just like, reading is hard. So the book says growth, balance, prosperity, transformation, good fortune. The words that speak out to me are balance, transformation, and growth, but also like frogs aren't necessarily just like water creatures. And with the eyes in the sky and little Mr. Frog just kind of looking, I'm like feeling like worried for the frog in a way, because literally the only land I see are these swords. And poor Mr. Frog is standing on these swords. So yeah,
She's getting
balance.
scissored.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is
And
it consensual? We don't know. We hope it
we
is.
don't know. I think Frog wants to find like a rock and to take a rest, you know? That's what I'm feeling. But so it's like the whole situation of, is everything okay? And Frog's gonna say, yeah, because I got these swords. But is it really okay? Because I think Frog would really like a rock or a tree, you know? That's just my opinion. So, I mean, transformation balance is coming, but like also don't lie. Like if you're not totally okay, it's okay to say I'm not totally okay. You know?
I take that on
It's
a
okay to say
personal
I'd rather a
level.
rock than these sharp
Myself
swords.
on a personal level.
Right? Same.
Like, especially yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, straw that breaks the camel's back. Right. Right.
Okay. So, Wild Hippie Woman, I will preface this by saying I don't, when I do readings, when people ask, oh, can I get a reading for like health or like money or like children or like relationship, I'm just pulling cards and I'm going to tell you what those cards can mean, and then you can decide how you want to relate that to the circumstances you want us to be thinking about. So I'm not saying this is or is not your situation. I'm just pulling
It's
cards.
the tower.
Well,
it's the tower.
Well, I pulled this. It's not the tower, but I pulled the Seven of Discs, and the Seven of Discs is in this deck. They name it the card of failure, or a sense of failure, or the embodiment of failure. And we think about the discs. The discs are about relationship, resource in the world. It's about the ways that we are active in the world to create abundance, to create manifestation, and to receive that in return, to be impacted, to have impact. And sevens typically are a number in the tarot that can speak to discomfort or something that is unsettling or something that is disruptive, catalytic, and how you respond to that can be how you respond to that. That could make it, and how you view it could be positive, could be negative, whatever. But sevens usually speak to an in the real world situation that is causing you to maybe rethink some things. And because it's the discs we're looking at in the physical world, so I'm looking at something physically in your actual living experience that is creating a need for shift. Do you hear those frogs?
Do that.
Yeah, the frogs just started singing out the door.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite sounds. Sorry. Anyway.
And then I pulled the Living Altar. The Living Altar, when I pull the Living Altar Oracle cards, I'm usually looking at like rituals, like suggestions for ritual for you. I never know where to look on the camera, so I'm thinking I'm making eye contact with you. I don't.
I do the same thing. Same thing.
So, when these are speaking to rituals, they also can be speaking to energies that are coming into your life right now. So I'm looking at the Soul Harvest card from the Living Altar. The Soul Harvest, it's upside down. This is what it looks like right side up. Soul Harvest. And Soul Harvest corresponds with the neo-pagan holiday of Samhain in our deck. So when I look at Soul Harvest and I think about that time of year and I think about that energy, or that not necessarily even at that time of the year, but that energy in our life, it tells me that something is waning. It tells me that something is going into a dormancy, or something is the power of something is turning inward, and maybe even there's loss associated with it. And then so I think, again, we got some big ancestor energy tonight. So Soul Harvest is also an ancestral card. So I would consult your ancestors about this. And if you don't know them, then you understand, please, that ancestors aren't just blood relatives. Ancestors are also people from our culture who have passed, people who share identity with us who have passed. They can be spiritual ancestors. They can be regional deities that your family of origin might honor. So that could also be ancestor, but ancestors also can be the daemons of nature, the devas. They can be spirits of earth, air, fire, water, elemental spirits and creatures. I think that this is asking you to go to them and to bring your body and your mind and your spirit to them and ask them. Last thing, I kind of dive deep. And if this is too much information for you, whatever, my bad, but we're just going to do it. And we were swimming.
Just fuck it off. It's fine. Do it.
We don't care, remember? Just do it.
Don't care. I'm doing key bumps like I'm 23. Okay. So, all right. So 7 of discs and the Soul Harvest card to me, I just want to say, and maybe this is cannabis. Maybe this is the spirit of cannabis coming through.
I love that name for her.
As a channel, but it's
good
like,
for her.
Yeah, she's here. I think that she's saying that I am stoned right now. I think that there is some fear coming up. I think there's some fear maybe for you that whatever's happening for you is related to a family medical history. So whether or not that's true, I don't know. But I would maybe, if you have living relatives, do a health inventory with them, and maybe do a full blood panel. I'm a licensed acupuncturist. I'm not like a medical doctor, and I'm not a primary care physician. But I'm thinking just maybe get a blood panel.
Her husband said, "You're spot on."
Oh, thanks, baby husband, baby.
And the Sunshine State Witch also knows her personally, and she said, "Oh wow,
oh wow,
oh wow."
It may or may not be. Okay, well, all I'm also gonna say is somebody's auntie is like, go get a blood panel. That's all I'm saying.
Remember what I told you? Sometimes certain people come through, and we respect that. You just let them come through, girl.
Yeah,
if that's what you feel.
Yeah, she's just like.
Because I've had somebody in my living room for somebody once with a wooden spoon doing this whole number and telling me,
"You tell in trouble."
You tell her this, and I was like, listen. I was like, listen, I need to move on. This is not what this is for, but I'll tell her.
Somebody's in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. Are you ready for the next one?
Keep us posted on that health situation.
Yeah. Her third. I forgot.
Oh, it's Raven. Is this Raven's?
Third reading. And number 3. Look at you. 3 for 3, baby. 3 on 3 on 3.
Yeah. I love it.
Raven knows I love her dearly. So
Raven's question is, Raven's so excited. This is their third reading, and their question is, new 8 to 5 job starts on Monday. Will it be chill or more than I asked for?
Well, girl, Raven, sweetheart, you got the Chariot.
Ooh.
The Chariot by Callie French. Okay.
I didn't see it. I was moving slow, and I was thinking about.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll show it again.
That's hot. It reminds me so much of Persephone.
I can see that.
Did y'all ever? Maybe I'm dating myself, but some of y'all in the audience, you have some old school witch names from the chat room days. Remember the cyber covens? Do you remember the original myth, the myth tarot, the original myth tarot, the Greek myth tarot, before they did the reissue and they made everybody look like cartoon characters? Oh wow! If you can get an old school deck from the mythology tarot, I think is what it's called. Anyway, she looks like the Persephone from that deck.
Oh.
I love Persephone.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, not to interrupt.
Anyways, so You got the chariot. Here we go. I'm gonna show this again just in case nobody's seen it. I got a tip. It represents you being. It is obviously represents a journey. I have. I'm a little bit tipsy. But it represents a journey, and it's about your. Obviously, I know Raven. She is a very confident woman. You obviously you starting this new job. It took a confidence boost from you obviously to start a new job. It does that every time. Like anytime you start a new journey in life, it is definitely a confidence, like it's a confidence thing. You're overcoming obstacles. You have a very strong willpower. So like from a past perspective, if that's what we're doing, I have glitter all over my keyboard. Herpes is hard to craft. But anyways, I've been making dice all day just because I'm in the mood for dice. But anyways, it is a very straightforward journey. You are very confident in your position now. Maybe this isn't going to feel like a job to you as more as it's just not going to feel like a job. That's what that's telling me. It's not going to be a job. It's going to be something you're going to look forward to, which is very hard to find nowadays. Yeah. I'm going to take my shot.
Cilantro.
Cilantro.
You know, I could just rum freeze.
Cilantro?
So, you don't
Okay.
know.
Well, that's so sometimes we say cilantro here because my grandfather was Irish, so sláinte is a thing for me. But Mark had a hard time grasping that.
Okay.
So he says cilantro, and we're just like, okay, that's fine. You can do that. That's fine. So we even made a drink from cilantro with cilantro finish. So sometimes we drink that. It's fun. It's a fun drink. It's one of those drinks that make you go.
It's
I love it. I love cilantro. I'm one of those people who does not have the soap tasty.
No, my sister is. She doesn't like it because she says it tastes like soap, and I'm like, I don't see what you're talking about. You bring of cilantro.
Yeah, that's real. It's actually there's a genetic disposition to it, which is wild. Fucking wild. I eat it and I'm like, wow, it's so verdant, so fresh, and it just smells and tastes like sunshine. It's like a Tide Pod. Wow.
Tide Pod.
What dice did you roll?
Exactly. You failed for initiative.
Those poor people. I just feel so bad.
It's like folks who are allergic to stone fruit. I don't want to feel bad for you all, but I love stone fruit, and I don't know what I would do. But I can't eat berries. So, anyway. Nobody cares.
Anna Davis. Okay, so I'm a clairvoyant and just get drunk and say whatever. This is a thing. Okay. I mean, maybe.
It is now.
Maybe. Today? Yes. I have 8 of Wands, but I got it in reversed. So I like to use reversals. So while I'm looking at the first of all, I'm really bad because my eyesight apparently, or my dyslexia, or however you want to call it, is so bad that I thought this red-tailed hawk was an owl. So
I did too. It's not.
It's not. That's a red tail.
That's the hawk.
That's
so pretty.
Yeah.
The red-tailed hawk with a peregrine falcon face.
Yeah, or falcon or something. Yeah, it's a falcon. Falcon. That's better. Falcon. Yeah. But anyway.
No.
So I thought it was an owl at first, and I got excited, and I was like, "Oh wait, that's no owl." So the Eight of Wands is the card that I pulled. And in this book, which interesting enough does not have reversals, so that's cool. But her Crow Tarot does, so that's interesting to me. I don't know. Anyway, it says here you need to move swiftly and allow room for change. You need to be agile and flexible, otherwise you will lose momentum. And I think that's a really good concept for the reversal itself. Because, with the Falcon going after this lovely little snake, which is really cute, I think that snake needs a little more like limelight on this card, particularly, but whatever. I think that if you think of falcons, you think of like focus, right? You think of that focus, you think of that precision. And I think that reversed, that's really the underlying thing here is you need to focus on what you, like Mark said, what you want to get out of the job. What are you really looking to get out of it? Take what you want. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get what you put into it. So, and that's just my 2 cents. But
Why be a wallflower when you can be a Venus flytrap?
Or a pitcher plant.
Or a pitcher plant.
Or a mushroom.
Or a mushroom. Wait, we talking about those special ones?
I love your face. You were just like, or a mushroom.
Are we talking about one of those kind of mushrooms?
All of them. And that one for sure.
And that one for sure.
I would love to eat one of those I would love to eat one of those kind of mushrooms, but at the same time, I'm kind of trepid. Is the word trepidatious where like I kind of want to, but I don't at the same time because I'm afraid of what will happen?
I think that's a way you can use that word.
Okay,
that sounds
cool.
Correct.
I'm expanding my vocabulary. I'm expanding my vocabulary. I hope it's not sporadic. Hopefully not sporadically.
Teach me your vocabulary.
Me?
Yeah, I need more education.
I think that being trepidatious around working with mushrooms is a good approach, but then you could also just like go slow. Maybe let the mushrooms eat you too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes. Otherwise, it's scary. It has to be mutual. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It has to be consenting.
It has to be consenting. If you're gonna scissor the universe, it has to be consenting.
Pants mushroom. Are you talking about dick, Snow Witch?
Pants mushrooms.
You're talking about pants mushrooms. I
got a story about pants mushrooms.
I've never heard that either, but I'm gonna have to.
Dizzy, or is that
You've never heard that when it looks like a portobello mushroom on a stick?
Oh, I've seen those.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Anyways.
Let's keep talking about it.
Okay. Great. So your 9-to-5 job.
I love this. Whatever's going on.
Raven. Okay. You're 9 to 5. You got a new 9 to 5. 8 to 5. I don't know. You have a full-time job. Congratulations. First of all. All right.
I'm trying to get plastered.
I think, okay, so I pulled the Ace of Cups in reverse. And so when I pull, so aces for me represent a full manifestation of that elemental force in your life. You have access to it. You have, it's rich and abundant in your world. And to me, it's almost like divine intervention coming down in a very specific way. At an elemental level, like the daemons are with you, the familiars are with you. But with the ace and the orientation to the elements is important. Ace is often associated with water, emotions, wisdom, the ability to know better, And so something tells me that, and also dreaming. So it's in reverse. This might not be your dream gig, but it has the potential to bring you into some emotional alignment. So that's exciting. Take it or leave it. Work with it how you will. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. And then I pulled from the Living Altar, I pulled the intention card. And the intention card is the water of air. So you have two water aspects coming forward. And the water of air is like the way that memories can come forward and inspire new ideas. And that's your intentionality. So I think what's more important than if it will be chill or not, and you will often never hear me say, it really just depends on how you think about it. I'm not a big like, how you think and feel is what you attract, because I think that that's inherently racist. I think that's inherently transphobic. I think it's inherently ableist and capitalist and classist. I think love and light culture is really damaging.
Sorry, can you say that again? Love and light culture is what?
Truly damaging.
Damaging.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Honor your blessings, welcome in your blessings. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's for you, it'll come to you, it won't pass you by. But if you're a person who exists in marginalization, your blessings are often obscured by thick barriers of systemic oppression. And it doesn't matter what you think or how you think, transphobia exists, racism exists, classism exists, and those are actual barriers. So it's not like that. That's not what I'm saying. But in this instance, I think it's important how you come to this position, how you come to this job. I think you really want to set your intentions and be very clear about what this job is and what this job isn't. This is not your dream job. I don't think this is your dream job. And if it is, I think that you might find, you know what they say, never meet your idols?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's kind of like one of those situations. If it is your dream job, be patient and also just set your intentions real clear. Yeah, you might want to also think back. I'm also looking at like, maybe you did some ritual work to like bring this job opportunity to you. Maybe like revisit your intentions about what you were looking for. This might be a stepping stone, or this might be a need to like clarify.
And I agree with that. I think this whole love and light thing is toxic. No. If you see something wrong and you don't do anything about it, and you're like, oh no, it'll work out its own. No, that is not how that works. I have learned from my sister, if you see something wrong, fucking say something. If you see somebody being racist, transphobic, any of the homophobic, any other thing, I feel
any of the phobics.
Exactly. I feel like it is your personal duty to say something and be like, you need to shut the fuck up about shit you don't understand, and like just shut the fuck up. You're stupid. I cannot understand how in today's society how there is so much racism and
She just ripped that hat off her head.
Like, no, seriously, like, it does not make sense to me. How long have humans been on this earth to realize, like, it does not make sense to me how shit like that is still around. Like, it's awful.
You know what? It pays. That's what it is. These systems, they monetize it. They monetize the abuse and the violence and the fatal implications of these systems.
Mm-hmm.
And they monetize it, and they do so in order to reinforce cheap labor forces. I was getting my hair cut today. The beautiful woman Patty, who cut my hair from Fifi Mahoney's salon.
Patty, you did amazing.
Patty, honey, you did amazing.
Wonderful. I love it.
I told her. She says, "Okay, what are we doing?" I said, "I want to see how many layers this bitch can take."
I love that.
I love that for you.
Mama's mop is a bottom layer slut. Fill her up with all your layers, Patty.
That volume.
Anyway. anywho, but that's what she was saying. She was like, it's in part to create cheap labor, to make it's. We're not going to get into the conversations of enslavement and comparing that to modern day capitalism, particularly as white people in this conversation. But it is the ways they keep their claws in. It's the government. It's the government. It's the
government.
It's
the government.
God.
And government, if you're watching, just take
Fuck
us
you.
down
Fuck
now
you.
to improve the
Fuck
point.
you, government.
Government.
Shitty,
Also,
y'all shitty
no one
with
ever
women's
liked you,
rights
and the only
being
reason we
taken
invited
away.
you to the party is because your mom called my mom and said you told her I was being mean to you, but that's not true. You were being mean to Debbie Hauser, and I told the teacher on you, and then you got mad, government, and said I was picking on you because I told on you because you were fucking with Debbie Hauser.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, government. And I stole your fucking Barbie doll.
Ooh, I
Daisy.
wanted Barbie dolls when I was little, and like my aunt used to buy me little, okay, I don't know if y'all remember, but those little teeny tiny Polly Pockets that open like an oyster.
Yeah, I know, Polly.
Oh God, I fucking loved those as a kid.
We go way
I
back.
don't understand how my family did not know I was gay because one, I wanted Polly Pockets, and two, I was obsessed with the pink Power Ranger from Power Rangers.
Oh, what a bimbo babe icon.
She totally was. And like, so I distinctly remember living in Portsmouth, Ohio. Like this, I remember this as it's a deep embedded memory where I remember watching Power Rangers and like Kimberly always brushing her hair back behind her ears, and I picked up on that. And even though my head was shaved, even though my head was shaved, I would always run my hand back behind my ear, and I would fucking do that. I would be like, yep.
You're making up for lost time. Your hair is gorgeous, and you have an ear tuck that it is skillful. Skillful. Yes. Kimberly would be proud.
Amy Jo Johnson is literally everyone's idol. She really is. Yeah.
I dressed as the Pink Power Ranger for Halloween one year. It was epic. I loved it.
Yes, bitch!
When my mom took me up to purchase it, because I think it was from a Family Dollar too. And when my mom took me up to the cashier to purchase it, they said, "Oh, are you sure you don't want to get him a different color?" Mom said, "No, why?" And I was like, "Yes, Mom. Yes.
Thorpe. Yes.
Yeah, that's so good, Mom.
And I never had any issues with anybody calling me a girl or she. I only corrected someone once, and I was like, "Actually, I'm a boy." And they were like, "Oh." And then the bigger issue, surprisingly, was actually when I dressed up as a robot and everybody thought I was a TV because it was a homemade costume. And my mom used to be really creative. She made my costume for me. And I was like, "No, I'm a robot," because I was so upset that people called me a TV.
Yeah.
So rude.
It's very rude.
So rude.
When I was little, my aunt used to okay, so this is also probably some childhood trauma, but my aunt is not a very good person. She's a bitch.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. My sister almost pushed her off the roof of Joe's Crab Shack.
Here we go.
Folks.
My sister literally almost beat the shit out of her onto the top of Joe's Crab Shack in Florida, almost pushed her off the balcony. Anyways, that's beside the point.
In Florida, of course.
In Florida, yeah. She used to enter me in Hawaiian tropic pageants as a little kid. And I remember this one year we had to do a Christmas one, and I was a Jack in the Box. There was I was it was a box, and I had a handle on the side, and I was coming out of the box, and I remember being so scared because the runway had these people holding swords above it and in the cross thing, and we had to walk under it. It was scary as shit because I was afraid they was gonna kill me because I was a gay.
Wow. Where in Florida? Ybor City?
Not Orlando, but like St. Petersburg.
St. Pete? Oh.
Those are
Yeah.
two very different places.
Yeah.
They're like
Anyways,
opposite.
yeah,
of each
she was
other.
complaining the whole time because she was like, my mom paid for everything on that trip. Like she paid for like the timeshare, like everything. And we stopped at Joe's Crab Shack and she was like, I don't want to eat here, blah, blah, blah. My sister was like, okay, sorry, we're ruining your fucking vacation. And like went off on her. Like
That's
Nathan,
just
you know
like
my
a
sister.
Leo.
You know Nikki. And she was like, I am so sorry. We're ruining your vacation to Florida. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it was great. I was intoxicated. Like, I had like 3 or 4 drinks in me, and I was just sitting there eating my crab cakes, watching, like, fuck yeah, push her off. It was great.
Damn,
Anyway.
the violence.
Anyways.
I mean, when in Florida.
That's true. That's true. When in Florida.
Sounds like a very, very Florida adjacent, Florida-esque.
Florida.
Florida. How do y'all say
Florida? We're sitting here proving Raven's point.
About what?
Florida?
No, third reading. After the third reading, we get a little sidetracked.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. It's fine. I'm sure it's
Next
fine.
question.
Listen, Virgo.
Y'all say
Raven.
Florida or Florida? Florida. Right?
Florida.
All of my Floridians. It's Florida, right?
Florida? Florida. Florida.
You say Florida.
What do I say? Now I don't know what I say because you asked me. So now I'm sitting here like, what do I say? What do I say?
Witchcraft is deep.
Florida. Florida. Okay, hold on. Get into my natural. It's Florida.
Florida.
But I'm Midwestern.
Oh,
I'm
that's
Midwestern.
right.
Yeah, we're from
Well,
Ohio.
those are
so
automatically
we say
like
everything weird.
elongated.
Yeah.
So.
And I also grew up on the East Coast and central part of Florida. So maybe it's maybe there's that too. It's dialectic.
Florida. Yeah, you're right.
Florida. I never really knew when I moved out of Florida. People would say, "Oh, you're from Florida," and I was like, "What? Florida? What's Florida? Florida.
Oh God, this is coming back to the whole Arkansas and Arkansas thing. Oh God, America, explain.
Is that a thing? Arkansas and Arkansas?
It's actually illegal there to say Arkansas.
It is not illegal there to say Arkansas.
What?
Are you serious?
Florida.
Florida.
It's not Arkansas. So then clearly it's not Arkansas.
No.
Oh.
I'd like
I didn't know
a
that was
card
a
if
thing.
you javelin time.
Oh, you can't? Who is it?
I don't know.
Crow Wolf is next. What's the question?
Okay.
You know? Guidance on my
Ooh.
face in life. This is Crow Wolf's picture.
Just right after Outlaw.
Is it right after Wild Hippie Woman? Wow, that feels like it was forever ago. Oh, here it is. I found it. There we go. There's the typing verbiage.
Current phase in life. Wow.
Not a phase, Mom. It's really not.
It's not.
At least in my case, it wasn't.
Yeah, same.
Ooh, girl.
Oh, right.
Florida.
We started at the problems that we have with this country, and we went into the Pink Power Ranger, and then we went into Florida.
Yes.
Florida.
Southern dialects.
Yeah.
Southern dialect, exactly. Crow Wolf, I got the 9 of Swords for you, darling. This is giving me very much being lost in the woods. Like, let me show you again. It's giving me very much lost in the woods. You're scared. There's a lot of fear, anxiety, and stuff like that in your past. Granted, this has nothing, this is just your past. It's a very like fearful card. You're feeling very anxious, scared. You feel like you're alone, but you feel like you're at your breaking point. But at the same time, I just want to let you know that there are people that care about you, they love you, and they see you. So do not be afraid to ask for help. That is something I've struggled with so much in my past where I do not want to ask for help, even when I needed it. Like, do not be afraid to ask for help. It's not wrong to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It's not okay to be okay. There we go. Thank you, Anthony. It's not okay to be, it's not okay to be okay.
You know what?
Like,
all you normies out there, it is not okay to be okay.
I love that, actually.
exactly.
It's not okay.
It's okay to not
Wait.
be okay.
It's okay to not be okay. That's what he wrote. That's what he wrote.
It is not okay to be okay.
Anyway,
I like the other one better. I like
I
the
love
other
it.
one better.
I mean, they're the same picture.
it's the same thing. It's the same picture.
When you were saying, it's you don't have to. What did you say? You don't have to do it by yourself or whatever. I thought you were saying it's not okay. Don't be. Oh, I thought nothing.
Me. That'll be me in 2 hours.
Same. Oh my god, where'd she go?
Yes, bitch. Yes, that'll be me. I can't wait.
We don't know. We don't remember.
We don't know.
It's
It's
not
fine.
okay to be okay. That needs to be on a shirt with my face going.
Oh my!
It's not okay to be okay.
Oh God, it's not okay to be okay. Oh my God!
All you
Holy
normies out
mercy.
there. I love that shit. Hey, babe, will you do me a flavor? Will you light that incense? It's already out.
No,
I love
don't
this honeydew
dare.
dialect. I love that honeydew dialect. That honey, baby, can you do
Psych.
me a favor? Baby, can you do me a favor though?
Please light my incense.
If you don't mind, could you just?
If you don't care.
It's okay either
It
way.
is the swanky basil.
Oh.
That was really sweet. All right, Crow Wolf. We're sorry. Get back to you. Just remember,
I'm gonna
it's
go get
not
another
okay to be
drink.
okay.
I'll be right
It's
back.
not.
It's not okay to be okay.
But it's okay to not be okay.
That
Exactly.
one too.
I'm gonna go get
Yeah.
a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. And I pulled King of Cups. I'm telling you, this and the Queen were actually two that stuck out to me a lot. So I got King of Cups in reverse, but let's just appreciate that beautiful boy.
This is a nice tarot deck. I'm not gonna lie. Some
like
gajas made this.
some what?
Some gajas, some non-Romany people made this. It's a nice deck.
I don't know what her. I don't
We
know.
don't know her.
I don't know what her background
We
is.
don't know this. We don't know her.
That's her name. That's her name.
MJ McLean.
I don't know what her background is.
We're gonna look it up later. You and I'll get into it. Let's talk about this beautiful King of Cups.
She's based in Seattle, though.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She look yeet.
Oh yeah.
That's her face. So Anna. But yeah. So King of Cups. so right side up, the book says, he's really good at, he's very tolerant of differences and offers a warm, compassionate reception to all he encounters. And it says something about, when the water's calm, he understands that's when he'll feast. But so he's patient. He's patient. He's deep in his emotions, but he's very connected. He's very patient. He's got a lot of intuition going on, and that's right side up. So, with reversed, if I'm gonna say, reversed, I'm gonna say, you'll benefit from favoring some diplomacy, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, I can't read, and so I don't know if I agree with what this book says completely with the right side up either, because it says compromise over conflict and aggression.
Always choose violence.
And I'm just like, I mean, we were just discussing about how the easy road isn't necessarily the right road. And I think you're
not okay to be okay.
It's not okay to be okay.
It's not
be
okay
gay,
to be okay.
do crimes.
It says here, I'll just read this little passage. Call an orca when you need to rise above the drama, when you need to go into a situation that requires a deep understanding of all involved positions and still be able to breathe. The orca will assist you. It's a noble and playful king of the ocean. And he knows how to cut through even the choppiest of emotional waves and provide you with the insight that will direct your energy. That sounds a lot like Love and Light shit to me. Like, listen.
Not that shit.
Just like it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay.
You're allowed to have emotions. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
And now I can't remember what my point was. So, but it ain't, whatever. It's not fate's, Mom.
It's not fate's fault. Is that what you just said? It's not.
No, I said it's not a fate's, Mom.
Fuck.
Up. I was just drawn this way. It's not fate's fault, but it's not okay to be okay.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
He's that gift of the crab carrying the knife.
Okay. All right.
Have you found where we are in the questions yet?
All right.
No, but I'm asking you so I can scroll down to see who's saying.
Wow, this is really cool. Okay, this is really cool. I pulled the tower for you.
Fuck!
But it's in reverse. I pulled the tower in reverse for you from the Toth deck, but then I also pulled surrender for you from the Living Altar Oracle deck, which is our card of the tower. This represents the tower and creation in our deck. So I personally am I got chicken skin because I pulled 2 towers for you. That's really cool. And they're both in reverse. Cool. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is whatever your current phase of life is now has to be one where you are willing to move through initiatory energies and initiatory phases so that you can actually step into what comes next. I think whatever's happening right now might feel like, oh, I've got some questions. What am I doing? Where am I going? Maybe this is like a midlife thing. Maybe there are some circumstances happening around you that are causing you to maybe feel a little panicked or like concerned. But when I look at inversions for the tarot, I don't necessarily think about the opposite. I think about alternative perspective. So the tower is the tower is the tower. Upside down, right side up, for me, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's still a fucking tower.
It's a tower, and it has to say what it has to say. And you read it in relationship to everything else. We have about 2 towers here. One of them is like this idea of surrendering into the moment. But surrender isn't just about like, whatever. Surrender is like, I have to trust that what has happened to this point is sufficient enough in resource, in experience, in expectation, in failure and success for me to let go of it and step into the spaciousness that creates for me to then start weaving into something else. That's what surrender is. Surrender isn't just like whoopsie doodle. It's trust in the circumstances, trust in the work you've put in, trust in the ways that maybe you have avoided things, maybe the ways that you have taken things head on. The whole picture. It's bringing the whole picture into focus and saying, this is it. I made this, you know?
I made a thing.
It's shake and bake.
I made a thing
helps,
and you're going to like it whether you want to or not.
Or yes, it's what it is. But we're looking at this idea of like coming into radical honesty in order to step into actual acceptance. And that's what I'm looking at with a Tower in reverse and the Surrender card in reverse. This tells me that this is initiatory. This tells me that something has to give. Whatever this current phase in your life is, you have to decide if it's the actual life that you want. Is this how you're living? Is this like what you want to do? Is this what you are capable of? Is this what you have access to? Is this it? Is this your life? If this is your life, then it's less about what's happening in your current phase of life and more how can you step into radical honesty so you can move into actual acceptance. So sometimes when I hear people ask questions about current phase of life or next phase of life, I think like, one, are you moving into an actual initiatory phase? Is this actually a natural progression of phasic experience? Or are you in a resistance cycle or in a holding pattern that you need to then break out of? Right? Mm. Are you displeased with something? Are you scared about something? Are you concerned about something? Is this an actual initiation? All of the above, none of the above. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but Tower for Tower, T for T, T for T, T for T,
for two, and two for T.
T for T, bitch.
Make your own destiny, me, turn it around.
T for T. Maybe this is a gender
Change
thing.
your costume,
This is the trans agenda that everybody, this is what they're scared of. This is what they're scared of. It's okay. Not okay to be okay. T for T. That's the trans agenda.
Oh, God. I'm here for it. Oh, did I show you guys the back of these too?
No.
Ooh. Are those bees?
Like little bees and moonlight on poppies?
Yes, bitch. Save the bees.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, pretty.
Do you know what I mean, though? Yeah.
Yeah. I hear. I'm picking up what you laying down.
Beanbag
hag. I'm sniffing what you're snorting. I'm good.
Beanbag hag wag. That's cool. I'm stoned. Beanbag hag wag. Wow.
Beanbag hag wag.
That's
Give
cool.
a bat a bone.
Give a witch a bone.
Hey.
I'd love a general reading. Bitch, you got one coming right up. I'm just like spreading out the cards and just messing them around. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Here we go.
Okay.
Hang on. Ooh, I like this card at the very bottom. Ooh! Girl, you got the Fool in reverse. Hang on, let me turn it right way. Here we go.
Turning the fool around.
Love to hear percussion. Turn the fool around. Anyways, you got the Fool in reverse. Normally, the Fool represents someone that is paying attention to something and not focusing on something else, right? Like they are distracted. They are in their head and all that. But since it's reversed, the way I take it as you are focused on something, and you are just deadpanned on something to where that is your only mindset at this current moment. Beanbag, hagwag, paddywhack, give dog bone. You are focused on something, and I don't know what it is, but it feels to me like it's giving maybe it's a financial thing that you're focused on. It has something to do with finance. That's what's coming to me at the moment. Is some kind of financial thing that you have been hyper focused on. I don't know what it is, but it's a financial thing. You are hyper focused on, or you were hyper focused on it. Go ahead, Nathan.
Okay. So I like this card. It's pretty. Oh, here it is. It's Ace of Wands.
That's really pretty.
I have to break the seal.
I do too, so go ahead. I'll go after you.
Okay.
Okay. So with Ace of Wands, it's a spider, and there's something caught. There's a little firefly caught in her web, right? Right. And if I'm not mistaken, so this to me looks an awful lot. I don't know if it is, but this to me looks an awful. It is a cityscape, yeah. It looks like a golden weaver, like a golden orb weaver.
Yes, a golden orb weaver.
Which is I'm arachnophobic, but that is my favorite spider. I have a favorite spider. They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous, but yet absolutely terrifying at the same time to me. So I'm just like, yes.
Their webs can catch small songbirds.
Yes. Yes. They can. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah. But so this to me, which I was reading the book just because, I haven't looked in it and I was curious. And there's two sentences that stuck out to me. The first one is, let's see. Well, there's actually three. One, I just found this is not the time for self-doubt or second guessing. There was another bit about basically saying that you're waiting. You're waiting too long. You're just sitting. You're waiting. You need to take action. The spider to me is all about creation. So in a way, so I read Devin Hunter's books, which have a little bit of fairy witchcraft tradition mixed in. And even though I'm not a part of that tradition, something that spoke to me was that he associated kind of like the center chakra with a spider and being the ego, because the ego kind of creates our reality, or what we think is our reality. So the spider being a creator and creating our reality kind of spoke to me. But this in reverse is kind of telling me like you're waiting too long. You need to go ahead and do the things. And another sentence that spoke to me was pay attention to your gut and areas that call your attention. So act on those things that are speaking to you. Don't just sit and wait for this bug to eat itself. You've already got the bug. You caught it. Just go down there and get it. Go down there.
Booty is not going to eat itself.
Exactly. And with that, I pass the torch, and I have to break my seal now. So I'll BRB.
I love golden orb weavers. When I was living in Florida, we lived in the middle of nowhere. We in this cute little trailer in the middle of this little swampy place, and lots of just land around, swamp land around. And I used to love to go wandering around, and I had stumbled upon this colony of golden orb weavers that had made their nest between this beautiful grove of scrub pine. there were thousands of them, thousands of these golden orb weavers, and the space that they occupied was as big as a bedroom. All these gorgeous scrub pines holding this nest, and I had seen a gap in it on the ground, so I kind of scooted underneath and was able to find myself inside, like into a space inside of this webbing where I could like lay down and watch these spiders, thousands, just like moving around and like crawling. I literally love them. They are, if I was a spider, I would want to be a golden orb weaver, and I would love to be the queen, obviously, because I want to get fucked. I want to be the queen at the center of a golden orb weaver gangbang. I just want to like
gangbang.
I want to get fucked and filled by. I want my spinnerets to be throbbing at the end.
I have found a new appreciation towards any kind of spider. Like at my current job, there are like so many that just appear. And like anytime I see them, I always want to I always pick them up and carry them outside. And like I always talk to them. I'm like, you don't need to be in here, little dude. Like this is not an okay place for you. I pick them up and I just carry them outside. And like a customer asked the other day, I don't work for this company right here. I work for another one. This is my boyfriend's t-shirt. But like a customer asked me the other day, they were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm obviously putting a spider back in its natural habitat, you dumb bitch.
This is what's happening.
Can't you see me doing what I'm doing?
Okay. Beanbag, hagwag, give a witch a bone. Let's see here. This is good. A general reading here. I pulled the Two of Swords from the Scissors. Here's our Scissor Sisters. The frog.
Yes.
Pull the Two of Swords from the Toth deck, and then from the Living Altar, I pulled the Adolescent Spell card. So I'm going to read them together because I think they're telling a story together. The Adolescent Spell card in the Living Altar Oracle deck asks us to make ceremony and make ritual, not only out of our adolescent experience, but also to make ritual in an honoring way, drawing upon that adolescent energy. What is adolescence? It's that fire, it's that curiosity, it's the going forward with your passions, even if you don't have the lived experience, to trust yourself, or to trust the situation, or to trust the circumstances. You still have the confidence. You still have the trust in yourself, at least, even if you don't have the trust in the circumstances. I think that adolescent energy is such a powerful catalytic force inside of us that has been, for countless generations, particularly within Western settler colonialism, been really brutalized and really at the center of a lot of disharmonic cultural development. I think the way that we sexualize children, I think the way that we throw away elders, I think the way that we create a culture of fear around aging and midlife, and I think also the way that we hold adulthood in your early 30s as the pinnacle of success. I think that there is such a
girl, that ain't true.
Yeah,
no,
because it's not true. None of those.
It ain't true.
And it all I think hinges on this adolescent power, which is simultaneously fetishized and exploited, while at the same time undermined through beratement and like being degraded. Like, oh, what do you know? You're just a kid. You're just a teenager. Meanwhile, it's like, well, I have a passion. I have an idea. So, and also in adolescence, we make a lot of ridiculous choices. You know what I mean? And that's it's our crucible. It's the age of crucible and catalyst. And so when I look at this Two of Swords and the adolescent card, and you ask the question, a general reading, I'm thinking that maybe coming to peace with some of the experiences you had in that adolescent era could be very helpful for you right now. That could be a way that you can focus your waning half of the year. That could be a way that you can focus your rituals from now until Samhain, or even towards Yule, is maybe recapitulating or remediating or reclaiming some energy from past choices, from past decisions, past self. This can look like coming into accountability, but this also can look like forgiveness of self and others, if that's possible for you. Also coming into when I see the twos, this is usually choice points, you and something else, me and another person, place, thing, idea. And so the Two of Swords is this, I think, coming to a choice about what's happening in your mind about something. And I think that something is focused towards adolescent energy somehow. Maybe this also, maybe if you're a parent, if you're a parent or you maybe are a mentor to younger people, that might have something to do with this too. But I think I would spend some time doing like a recap. I would spend maybe a lunar cycle doing a recap. Where have you been? Where did you come from?
Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Who going? Beanbag Hagwag.
It was actually an awful song, by the way.
You're haunted?
No, we were completing the song lyrics to Cotton Eye Joe, and I said, that's actually an awful song, by the way.
It's about an STD, isn't it?
Yes. And it's like racist. So,
yes. I know, I'm like singing this song. Is it about the Tuskegee medical experiments? Is it about?
I don't know about medical experiments, but I know a little. I know very little, so I know very little enough to know. Ew, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
So we're at 92 minutes. I want to do a time check. Are we okay? How are we feeling?
Wow, that happened so fast.
I know.
I know.
We're having fun.
I know.
I think I'm gonna have to hop off.
Okay.
I'm so sad. This was so fun.
We're here every other weekend. If you want to be on again, all you gotta do is DM me. Be like, hey,
that's
Nate.
what I'm gonna do. This was
please
fun.
Do.
Thanks
please
for having me.
Do.
Y'all are
and for everybody watching, Mark, are you good to stay on?
Oh, absolutely. I don't work tomorrow.
So Mark and I will finish the questions we have currently. I know we have a lot. But
wow, really? I didn't even see them.
We have quite a few. I was scrolling down just now just to see, and I was like, ooh, okay. But so we're gonna try and finish out the questions. But listen, BibmoYaga.
Yes, baby.
We love you
so much for being here.
Oh, yes. I can't find you.
Caitlin Black, please come back.
There were 273 comments, and I got lost. I got very lost.
Got lost in the sauce.
I got lost in the Florida grass.
It happens. It happens here. It really does.
She got stuck in the weeds again.
Yes. But please do another shameless self-promotion. But before you do, before you leave and you do that shameless self-promotion, there is a link. Our links are always, if you're watching on YouTube, those links are always below. And BibmoYaga's links are there at the very top. The guests.
Oh, top of the bottom where they belong.
And if you're watching on Facebook, on our Facebook group, they're at the top in the actual post, in the body post thing, whatever you want to call that
The
on Facebook.
body. And where is the body?
Bum, bum, bum.
I watched that movie today. I love Tu Wong Fu.
Same. So yes, please tell us what you got going on. I know you have a workshop coming up. I saw your Instagram story, or somebody has a workshop coming up. Is that yours? Because I was like,
I'll tell you this. So you can find my work on Instagram at BibmoYaga, BimboYaga with one A. There are scammers all over the place, and there's one in particular who has really glommed onto me. And I know whatever. She's an asshole.
fab. Let's go some fab.
So much. Anywho, so BimboYaga 1A. I will never DM you for a reading. I will never be like, I really need to do this reading for you. I don't care.
We don't do that either.
Yeah, I don't do that here.
We don't do that either.
We don't do it. I don't do it.
Fuck that shit. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to be okay.
If you take anything from today,
it's not okay to be okay. And if you are okay, bitch, you lying.
Yes. So you can find my work, BimboYaga, on Instagram. I will never DM you for a reading. And also, my Patreon is where you can interact more with my one-on-one, with my workshops. I do monthly workshops called Smarty Pants. On my BimboYaga Patreon. It covers a variety of topics. Every single tier has access to all of my content. It's an honor system. Pay what you can to support my work. There's one tier that is a closed tier because it's a mediumistic transmission offering, and I limit those services. So it's a very specific tier called Witch Dom. If you're interested in that, you can, but that's the only service I don't offer generally in my Patreon. And then I also run the School of Traditional Magic. I'm doing a 5-module series this year. I'm on module 4. We're halfway through. And actually, no, that's a lie. We just started last week. We have 5 classes in that module. We just started. We're 1/3 of the way through, I guess. Whatever. Who does math? Who does
Not
math?
me.
Who does fuck
this
math?
Government, if you're listening, fuck you. Why is math so hard if it's so important?
Yes! Yes!
Why is it so hard?
Yes! Oh my god!
Anyway,
Yes!
so that's my Patreon. If you want to work
Fuck
with
that
me,
shit.
if you want to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can visit my website, School of Tradition. No, it's not. That's not what it is. It's just tradition. I'll just send you somewhere else. That's not it. Traditionalmagic.com. That's my website. But all of the links to my things that I do that you can do with me are in my link tree on my Instagram.
Which is down there.
Also down there. It's at the top of the bottom where it belongs.
Oh, it's on the bottom.
Yeah,
it's on the top. Oh.
Custom spell work, whatever, readings and mentorship, and it's a fun time. It's a gas, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna pick on you. Now. There's one thing you forgot to mention this time. This bitch, you may have realized, this bitch is very articulate, right? So when she's been speaking, I've been sitting here just like letting it soak in, because like I think that someone like you, who, by the way, the point I'm getting to is you wrote a book. They wrote a book.
An author. A published author, bitch.
Published author. And I wish if I had that gift, if I could be just as articulate. You guys heard me try and speak a word that's in front of my face. I can't. I just can't.
Florida.
So literally, her book link, by the way, down below.
It's at the top of the bottom where it belongs.
I'm at the bottom of the bottom where I belong.
It's at the bottom of the top of the bottom.
Yes.
She's in the middle of the daisy chain where she belongs.
Oh God! Nathan didn't know what a daisy chain was.
I didn't. I just learned what that was.
I love
I
that
believe
you brought that up. I
daisy
had to
chain
explain
belongs.
to Nathan what a daisy chain was the other day.
They're very fun, and I'll tell you what. They were fun. They were funner when I was younger, and a little bit more flexible. Daisy chains are harder when you're a fat femme, but there's lots of different ways to.
She snaps in a clap.
There's many different ways to enjoy, parts and orifices. But yes, I did. I wrote a book. It's my freshman book. Is that how you say it? My first.
I just said I wish
it's called A Practical Guide for Witches. I wrote it for my teenage witch self. I wanted a book. I wanted to write a book on foundational practices of traditional magic that were queer and trans and liberatory focused, and spoke to an invitation for foundational development, even in advanced practitioners, that was seeking to be in alignment to one's accountability to privilege, and also honoring of one's experience of marginalization. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a beautiful book. I love it, and I hope you do too. It's apparently very popular with the young witches on Witch Talk, which I just downloaded TikTok. BibmoYaga across the board. So if you're on TikTok,
I just follow you, girl.
I'm gonna do. How do you make the TikToks?
Me. How do I do this?
And then I also am the co-creator of the Living Altar Oracle deck with my beautiful and fabulous friend Kiki Robinson, the Opulent Witch, and you can find us on Instagram, The Living Altar, spelled ALTAR, as in the ritual space. And that's also our Oracle deck, and you can purchase that online at a select group of independent retailers throughout the country and also throughout Europe and Asia.
Ooh, so international.
We're international. Yes, and also here's something I never talk about. What'd you say, baby?
Do you all sell it like personally too?
Not anymore. A friend of ours has a distribution company called. I told you I love promotion. A friend of ours has. That's us, yeah. A friend of ours has a distribution company called Emerald Comics Distro, and Bean Emerald Comics Distro. Which features trans, queer comic books and digital zines and how do you call books that are infographics? They're like comic books, but they're novels. Graphic novels.
Graphic novels.
Oh my God. What do you call those infographics, but they're books?
I was just like
we are too fucked up to have a normal conversation.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Emerald Comics Distro and Bean. That's where so they run our distribution right now. And then there's a number of independent bookshops that we love and witch stores that we love who sell our books. We don't sell them directly anymore. We're two bimbo trans femmes trying to figure out what to do with our lives. So,
but if you click on the link on the Insta, there's a thing that says purchase a deck, and if my dumbass would have just clicked the link before I asked, I would have been like, oh, okay. And then there's all the info that it brings up. How to get the deck.
But also, that's a reasonable mistake. And also, I never gave you that link tree. So this is a surprise.
That's true.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Here's the dumbass now. Dumbass. No.
Still me. Tell me.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Is Jennifer Coolidge like everybody's gay seed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the last thing I want to say is I also had a music project called Serpent's Temple. And we have a ritual. I never talk about this. I do not know why I'm not talking about it. So Serpent's Temple was a ritual witch music project that I was working on with Kiki Robinson, with Espen Tal Abskal, and Gilberto Abskal, and Abascal. And yeah, Serpent's Temple, we had one album that we put out. It's called The Pomegranate Temple. And it is a sonic ritual to enter into, be initiated through, and integrate your own erotic and creative temple. Start to finish. It's a wonderful, beautiful album. You can find it on Spotify or Bandcamp if you want to purchase it and support the band, which really just covers royalty fees. But yeah, Serpent's Temple. I don't know why I never talk about that. That's also on my link tree.
Well, thank you for talking about it because I'm writing it down so when I'm sober, I can take a look.
Yeah,
or a listen.
Listen to our music. Yeah, love it. All right, loves. Well, thanks everybody for having us.
Thank you. And seriously, if you want to do this again, please let us know because yes, you're
really
invited.
fun. That'd be really
All
fun.
you got to do is tell me.
Okie dokie. I'll tell you.
Right here. Look
Yeah,
right here.
Serpent's Temple. It's
We're gonna
really
listen
good. Yeah, go listen to it, everybody. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what y'all think.
I'm gonna do
All
that
right. How do I get out of this hellhole
later?
No.
Like.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah. Love you so much.
You're good. You're good. You can go. You're good. Oh my gosh, they were so amazing.
I loved her so much.
Same. So listen, guys. For everybody who's left for the questions, I apologize. You just gotta.
May I have a reading on where to start on getting things back on track? Okay. Crafting. Hey, can I do a shameless self-promotion real quick?
You absolutely can. You absolutely
Listen, I just want to thank our friend Brianna for making me a dice mold currently that I have in use for my people. But it's a dice mold. It's a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. I made this one because I wanted to. You can't tell, but inside there it's a clear dice, but it also has parts of a computer's RAM, which is random access memory, if y'all don't know that. It has RAM in it. Like, how fucking cool is that? Like look at that. You can't tell because it's blurry. But there's computer parts in there.
Ooh.
Cool is that? Oh, hang on. There we go. Hang on. Let me do the YouTuber thing. It's not working. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, back to the readings. Here we go. Yo, I'm fucked up.
Same.
I'm gonna pull 2 cards because I feel. Oh, okay. Listen, crafting witch. The first card I pulled was the 2 of Pentacles. See that? Look at that.
Ooh. I love the feather boa.
Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that peace sign down there. You know what that is? You all know what a peace sign is. Oh, my nose itches because my hair is getting in the. Why am I still on the full screen?
Oh, sorry. My bad. I forgot. There you go.
It's okay. Everybody loves me. Aww. But currently you got the 2 of Pentacles. Girl, if I may call you that, girl. You are juggling something. You are juggling some kind of Whenever I think of Two of Pentacles, I think of like monetary kind of things. Like it's a very money based thing. Like you're juggling like what you're spending versus what you're earning kind of thing. Like it's a juggle. But at the same time, I got the the Knight of Pentacles. So, you see this gentleman on the seahorse right here.
Mm-hmm.
A knight represents a knight in shining armor to me. To me, that's my opinion.
My opinion.
It is seriously. Good night, Caitlin. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you,
Thank you for
sweetheart.
coming. Good night.
Definite like knight in shining armor kind of thing. And let me show you something else. You see that right there? Is it the bisexual flag? The pink and the blue and the white?
Maybe. I can't see.
I think the bisexual flag is the pink, the blue, and the. Am I right? Is that right? Hang on. Let me fact check myself real quick.
I'm uneducated. I don't know.
This is bad that we're part of this.
Summer, you really want to see suffer, don't you? But I love you for
it. That's not it. That's not it.
Wait, bisexual, or are you thinking of the trans flag? What color?
Transgender flag. That's what I am so sorry. I apologize. I'm drunk. I can't see straight.
Uneducated
Transgender. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles. Give me just a second. I got
cilantro, by the way.
Cilantro. Thank you, Bear. Mwah, love you. I'm so glad you liked your dice case too, by the way, because I made that for him. You are I'm sorry, you are feeling some kind of creativity. It's a charm, it's a beauty, obviously. Because everybody's beautiful in their own unique way.
Absolutely.
But like it's a I got a tip. You need to focus more on yourself rather than others. Like self-care is totally okay. Do not let people say, "Oh, you don't need to do that." Fuck them. Make up your own goddamn path in life and figure out what you want to do, girl. Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Before I drink, may I tell you something? Do not let other people dictate your life. Your life is your life, nobody else's.
Yeah. So cute. Go run. Are you ready? My turn? Yep, so I like that you said self-care, because I got the Four of Swords, which this is what it looks like upright.
Is that a porcupine?
I think it's a hedgehog.
Wait, what's a porcupine?
Bigger, darker, longer spikes.
Is that what Sonic is? That's a hedgehog. Never mind.
This is a hedgehog. This is what Sonic is.
You want to see real speed, bitch? I'll show you real speed.
But I got it in reversed. So this hedgehog image to me is telling me you need to rest, you need to recharge. And when it's in reversed, that's telling me you're just not doing that. You just ain't doing it. And you need to do it. It's very important for you right now. Like Mark said, you need to make yourself a priority. You need to make the things, you need to relax. You need to take you time. And even though you may feel,
don't do it when you want to go do it. Relax. Don't do it when you want to come.
So even though you feel like maybe it's not in your control and everything's going crazy right now, and you really just want something to get back on track, It can be, believe it or not, it can be just as simple as giving yourself some you time. And this is coming from a Cancer who does not do that. So, yes, before you tell me, Anthony, my Virgo man in the corner, I understand. I should, yeah. Who am I reading for, me or someone else? Anyway, I hope that's good. I hope that's good because that's all I got to say on that subject.
Self-care is always an option. Take care of yourself before anybody else.
It's
You
very
are
important.
you are your own main character in your story.
It's important for you, not me. Just kidding. Okay.
Next question.
The Witch of Enchantment would like to know if they can get a reading on finances.
Girl, I got the 10 of Cups again. In your past, if we're doing this, whatever. Happiness, solidarity, commitment, okay, I just want to point something out that just not got me. Look at this. You see this right here? Look.
Oh.
Look at this right here. You see this loving hand?
Yeah.
To me, I've seen videos of where couples are in a kitchen together, and the man lifts up the woman's pregnant stomach to help her
carry the
I don't know
child.
what it does, but he lifts up her stomach and it just releases it just it's a sigh of relief because one, she's not holding that. This is a card, once again, a 10 of Cups of happiness. You need to get to your roots of what makes you happy. This seems to be a theme tonight of self-care. You need to make you happy before anybody else. And that cannot, speaking from personal experience, that's what's happening right now. Me and Jason had a very long conversation about self-care and what makes him happy and what makes me happy. He admitted to me that he was jealous of us doing this show and stuff because it makes me happy. I told him, I was like, you need to be happy too. This isn't it's not a one-way street. Life is a two-way street. You need to give a little to get a little. You know what I mean? Justin, I don't know what's going on in your life, but dig deep into your roots and see what makes you happy before anybody else.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Shut up.
Go ahead.
I almost don't want to read this card.
Do it.
So I'm going to try and relate this to the finance question. So we see here, we've got 9 of Swords upright. We've got a polar bear protecting her baby. Look at that cute little baby. It's so cute. It's such a cute little baby.
Baby.
Yeah. Guarding the baby from these 9 swords just dangling in the air, getting ready to fall. So the book associates this card with a lot of parental anxiety, especially new parent anxiety, sort of the thought of, am I doing everything right? Is the baby still breathing in the middle of the night? So it literally says, it is the energy that prompts new parents to hold a mirror under their newborn's nose to make sure they are breathing in the middle of the night. It says, when I created the Nine of Swords, I thought about how we second guess ourselves and our actions, not because we worry about our own needs, but rather those we love. Did we do everything right? Could things have gone better if a different decision was made? It says, I envisioned a polar bear mother looking out into a melting landscape with brown skies created by pollution, wondering if there is a better place to move with her child, or is this as good as it gets? This brings a combination of guilt and worry that can be paralyzing. When the Nine of Swords appears, you may want to consider if you are worrying to the point of creating undue anxiety, or are you overthinking a situation and causing yourself unnecessary stress? Which, the Witch of Enchantment, I know you're a Virgo, and I know, at least if I'm comparing Virgos as a whole to my Virgo, overthinking is a huge deal. It's like on a regular basis.
Yep.
So I'm thinking right now what you need to do is just breathe, do that self-care, but also realize you're doing the best you can do for not just your family.
Anybody is asking of you, do your best.
Yes.
Do your best.
Yes. And
do your best.
Exactly. You're doing the best you can do, but also not just for your family, but also yourself. And you have to, despite what's going on financially, you have to realize that it's not just all on you. You've got a team. You've got a support group. You've got friends.
You do have support people. And like I said earlier, it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
Do not be afraid to ask for help.
Yes. Yes. So
that's not weakness. That is not weakness. It is a strong thing to do. I wish I would have heard that from somebody else in the past, where it is okay to ask for help.
Girl, I ignore it.
Obviously. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm bad about that. I'm really bad about that. Oh, goodness. I'm so drunk. Okay.
Same.
So,
I need to get another drink, actually. I finished off that limoncello. Real goddamn limoncello. That tasted like whenever I drank it, it tasted like cucumbers more than lemons.
That sounds tasty, though.
I do love. I used to make cucumber and mint water. Oh, it's so refreshing.
I bet. It sounds delicious.
Am I allowed to go get another drink?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm trying to find. Can you?
Maybe if I can stand up. Can I stand up?
Be careful. Be careful.
Good. I'm good.
Oh, I think I found the next one. No, you said it was JoJo. JoJo. Aren't they a purple picture? With just the letter J. There it is. Haha. Found it. I found it. But yeah, I don't like, sometimes I don't like reading for people that I kind of know. But
I'm drinking one each of these.
Justin, I hope that makes sense for your financials.
Can I get some spiritual advice? I'm drinking a pineapple mule. Now.
Ooh, I love mules. I don't know about canned mules, but I like.
Ow! I can't open drinks with my nails. Hang on.
I can't either. Well, I can, but it's hurtful.
I got it. I'm good. Funk. You know me too well, Draven.
All right.
No, that's good.
Who said that?
Okay, so JoJo Mary.
Okay. I gotta break the seal again. Go ahead. I pulled my card, but I gotta break the seal again.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Hang on. Let me shift. Oh, this one stuck out to me. Ooh, that's a pretty card by Dr. Frankie Dolan. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles. Like I said before, Pentacles represent a financial finances. Pentacles to me represent finances. Um I'm sorry if you can't see that, but there are a couple figures here just chilling amongst a rainbow of pentacles. It is a very like I don't want to say self-centered, but it's a very self card. Like you need to be at one with your spiritual advisors. You need to contact them. You need to take what they say very seriously. Ask them repeatedly for questions on how you're doing, what you should do. There's a dried flower amongst my cards here, and it's a white little flower. I'm going to show you this. Maybe if I can pick them up with my nails. Here we go. It's a little white flower. I love bacon.
Me too.
Ooh, I'm gonna make bacon tomorrow. I'm gonna make bacon and eggs. Ooh. Anyway,
Ooh.
you need to take a moment and consult with your said spiritual advisors. Ask them what you need to do. If you can help them if they can help you in any way, take that offer. Take it.
So, I've got a Four of Pentacles in reverse, which I'm going to show you the upright version here. I love the art on these cards. I love how they're
Is that a fox?
with bunnies.
Oh, I have bunnies. I have 5 bunnies.
So, with this card, to me, it kind of makes me a little uncomfortable. Just because on the regular,
Can I
the
see
book,
that again?
yeah.
Okay, I understand now what you mean by uncomfortable.
So it makes me a little uncomfortable. I don't know if it's because of the imagery itself or if it's because it's in reverse. Because the book, and it may be the book may be influencing me here. Because the book says, the fox and the rabbits are living harmoniously. So
Hare and the tortoise.
I think that if this card were upright, for me, somebody who takes into accountability of the reversed meanings, I think that if this card were upright, that would be more in your favor. But with it being in reversed, so upright, we're talking about, again, pentacles being very materialistic, very earthly. They are the earth elements of the suits, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So living harmoniously with rabbits for a fox is not it's not
That's not a common thing.
it's not common. It's not a very natural thing. Their nature is not to live harmoniously with rabbits. So the book was saying, if it was upright, that you're holding on to things too tight. So if you were looking for spiritual advice, if this card was upright, I would say you need to let go of things.
Mm-hmm.
But with this card being in reversed, I'm thinking maybe this fox is not living as harmoniously as the image would like you to believe. I'm thinking that maybe you're devouring too much, materialistically anyway. So I think we need to take a step away from the whole idea of spiritualism as a thing I can buy, maybe. Maybe take a step away from the things like tarot cards, crystals, materialistic spiritual things, because really what you're looking for is already right there. You're already sitting on top of it. You're already holding it close to you, and that's you. So I think you just need to kind of separate yourself, at least spiritually, from what is is that a hamster? We've
Yeah,
already discussed how fucking fat your hamsters are.
it
But be careful, you're intoxicated. Don't drop it.
I won't. This is Goliath. He's our biggest Hampty.
Clearly the biggest.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm just saying he's a chunky boy.
He is chunky.
He's a chunky boy. He's
He's adorable though.
He is cute. He's very cute.
Mm,
All right.
I love you.
Try to find the next question. So yeah. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, there's the question I'm on. Okay.
His name is Goliath.
Goliath.
What's the next question, BB?
I'm trying to find it. There's so much chat here. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Can I get a reading on a home business project? How will it progress in the next 2 weeks? Oh, hi, Jennifer. Hi. I've been looking for questions, so I apologize. I didn't speak. But hi. Okay.
Okay, can I get a reading on a home business project? How will it progress in the next 2 weeks? Okay. Okay, I got the Empress. Here we go. Here. This card is representing you got the whole world in your hand. I mean, obviously, look at this. She has a whatever, I think that's her gown. That's holding all of these animals, and look at the tree as well. She's got the whole world in her hands. She is very at peace with everything. Your home business project, you are at peace with this, whether you know it's going to be positive or negative. Like it's a very balanced card of all work and no play makes whatever a dull boy kind of thing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a very balanced card. You need to balance your home life with your home business life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, don't take from one and not give to the other. Yep.
Okay. So I pulled we had the King of Cups earlier. I pulled the Queen of Cups. So we have another Orca.
Orca. Those are like the...
Yeah, they are fierce. So with this card, it's a little different than the King of Cups. It's calm waters. Again, we're talking about deep emotions here, but we're talking about using those deep emotions to heal others. So again, we're talking about, so the book says Queen focuses her efforts on healing others first, knowing she has more than enough emotional strength to share. Dive deep and feel the rhythm of the water around you. Can you feel its vibration? The orca's energy focuses on creating peace within a family and being in tune with those closest to you. When you connect with the orca, you will find the strength to console others while remaining unsinkable. Giving your time and energy to others will not drain your life force, as the orca is present to ensure that the healing you give flows in a circle, going out as it is restored within. So what was your card again?
The Empress.
The Empress. So very interesting that we got two strong feminine cards here if we're discussing those types of energies. But as far as relating this to business, based on a home business project, I think this is a really good card to get, because aside from the Moon card, I think this is a strong like Cancerian card for me personally. So it's all about using your emotions or using your intuition to do better for others. Crow Wolf said, "Free Willy." I remember those movies. So I would say, from an aspect of, is it going to help others? Is it going to serve others? I would say absolutely. So that's just my card's opinion. And we compare that with home business with the home buddy of the Cancerian vibes that this card is giving off. So, yep. What you doing, bestie?
I was looking at my hammies.
Oh, did you put the one back? Did you put Goliath back?
Yeah, I don't have it in my hands.
Good, good, good. Okay.
Oh.
So, is it B next?
What?
Is B next?
No.
Oh, thank you.
What's
You
next?
Then it's B. Got it. I'm so intoxicated.
I'd like a card if you have time. Bear, we have all the time in the world.
We got all the time.
Yes, bitch. You got the Queen of Swords.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is about these black and white cards, but I love them.
That would be me. I would be the artist that would. It'd be like, make a card for Pride, and I'd be like, ugh, but I don't like all the colors. So I do the.
You have Bear. The Queen of Swords is a woman. It is gorgeous. Like, look at that. You got a woman sitting on a throne with a hawk. What more could you ask for? And a sword, obviously. What more could you ask for? Bear, I feel like you need to, as weird as this sounds, you need to I'm pulling from the Pride Tarot. It says love is love either way you look at it. Palindrome, I think that's what it's called. But I think that's what it's called. This is gonna sound, but you need to tap more into your feminine energy. I know that's weird to say, but there is a strength that comes from feminine energy.
Absolutely. I love how Kristen said, as usual, I tune in just in time for I'm so intoxicated.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
She also has a crown of butterflies on her head. I don't know if that means anything in particular to you, but I love butterflies.
Interesting.
What?
That she has a crown of butterflies on her head, because I just want to see what this card says in the book. So you've got Queen of Pentacles, but I got it in reversed. So I said, interesting that there's butterflies on your card, because there's butterflies on my card too.
Yes, twinning.
Yes, but look at this pretty cow.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Right? And the little bunny. So it says here, if you're about to jump on an idea and the Queen of Pentacles arrives, go forward knowing that your resources will not be harmed, and if anything, will grow with her support. The Queen of Pentacles asks that you approach your situation with the same loving energy that she offers to the world. Be generous, be kind, be supportive of those around you, and all that you give will come back in greater abundance. Although wealthy and accustomed to the finer things in life, this is not an energy of garnish opulence. It is an energy that creates space for all to flourish.
Did
When
you
you
just
take
say opulence?
Opulence.
Opulence. You own everything.
Is that
Sorry.
what that means? I don't know. I don't know things. When you take on the role of the queen, not only will you feel like $1,000,000, those around you will as well. The cow brings stable, grounded energy to your situation. This noble and revered animal
Oh my God.
brings with her the natural energy of a mother, a nurturer, companion. Call upon the cow's spirit when you need to feel comforted and cared for during times of stress or uncertainty, and she will create around you a loving space for you to thrive.
That's very interesting
It is
because
very interesting.
we both got like a very strong feminine card. Because that's a cow, not a whatever male cows are called.
Bull?
That thing, yeah. It's a cow, not a bull. I feel like that it is giving yeah, feminine energy. I'm drunk.
Same.
I can't wait to play video games after this.
Same. I'm actually getting so intoxicated that I think I'm going to call it stops. Is that okay?
That's fine with me, bestie. You do what you want to do. You the head honcho, not me.
I'm just like, I'm feeling it. And I worked today. So like I'm starting to feel that like that drawl. And I'm feeling, and I'm just like, ugh. So
yep. You need hopefully you all have a wonderful evening. Much love. Thank you, Alondra. Damn autocorrect. Oh, you meant to say bull, not Bill. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make some corn dogs.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you.
Go get some.
I can't now. I'm intoxicated.
DoorDash that shit.
Kristen. Boo.
Kristen.
I'm sorry. Listen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
sorry.
I'm just feeling a certain way right now. And just I'm feeling like if I keep going, it's just not gonna I'm just feeling that way.
It's not gonna be.
I'm just feeling that way. But you know what?
It's not okay to be okay.
It's not okay to be okay. But I'm just feeling a certain way. Like I'm just like, we had a lot of fun. The energy was super high earlier. Kristen, I'm sorry you're late. But and anybody we didn't hit tonight, I'm very sorry. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like we're done.
Yeah.
I feel like we're done. We didn't quite
You're
hit
done.
10 hours, but
You're done.
I call them
meat Twinkies.
meat Twinkies. But I apologize for any questions we didn't hit. Usually I try and hit everybody's questions. But right now, as you can see, my hair is a mess. I'm sweating. But right now I'm just feeling like I don't know.
Scrunchy.
I'm feeling like I'm done. I feel like we're leaving it at a good point. But we'll be here not next week, but the week after. So there's that. So get in line. Just
bitch, get in line.
Do what Raven does. Go in as soon as we create the scheduled live. Go in and put your questions in. Call your spot. Steal third from Raven. Damn, I hate that she was right again. And also this deck, I like the art and I like the vibes, but it's just not my deck yet. I should have practiced with it before tonight. I should have worked with it a little bit before now. But I was supposed to get it last episode and I didn't get it. So
yeah.
Not my fault.
Yep.
Are we streaming after this?
If I can figure out how to do that.
Okay, cool. If we figure out how to stream, check out
The
Mark.
Goldfish 88 on Twitch.
Yes, and
I
isn't
think
it?
that's what it is. Is that right? I don't know.
I think so. Isn't it in your links as well?
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying not to doubt myself. I just feel bad when we have more questions. Just because, I wish I could do this forever. That's all. That's all. That's all it is. I work today and now I work Saturdays. So it's just like when I get to that, it's just like, But I do want to make some announcements as usual. Thank you for everybody who tipped. Thank you so much because that helps us keep our alcohol stocked. And for our guests, it either encourages them to come back or it stocks their alcohol or it just gives them a nice little thing to use. Might have had a hand or two. But so thank you everybody that tipped, and no matter who you tip, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It helps us pay for our alcohol because this ain't cheap. And make sure if you are inclined, we have t-shirts much like this one. I know I only wear this one, but it's because it's my favorite. So it says Drunken Divinations and it's got mine and Mark's faces on tarot cards. And those are available at cunningoutcreations.com, which is in my links. And all you have to do is go to that website and click on there's like a picture of Mark and I with the Drunken Divinations logo. And if you click on that, it'll take you directly to the Drunken Divinations merch, which also goes to funding Drunken Divinations. So it helps us pay for the StreamYard that we use to stream, and it also helps pay for our alcohol. So there's that.
Yeah.
What else? If you are in Florida or in Washington, Sabbath Social has some live events going on. So I'm a co-founder of Sabbath Social. We've got some live events going on this weekend. So tomorrow we're having Beach Day, which if you're in Florida, that's going to be at the Sunset Beach, which is in St. Pete, Florida. And you can go to sabbathsocial.com. I believe that link is below as well to find those details. And if you're on the West Coast, the West Coast, there's going to be a beach day in Washington as well. And those details are on the website as well. So make sure you check those out. And if in-person events are not your thing, or if you just can't get to Washington or Florida, we completely understand. Sabbath Social is also planning a lot of things, aren't they, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
You're part of those things, aren't you, Mark?
I am.
A little teaser, Mark.
Special things.
Special, very special. And we're
Special.
integrating a lot more virtual things. So there's that. I
Yep.
also want to say Witchy Weekend or hashtag Witchy Weekend, which is hashtag. Don't yawn. The
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
hashtag Witchy Weekend is not over yet. So please head over tomorrow at 8 p.m. Head over to Wine and Witchcraft. Their links, I believe, are also in the description. Head over to their channel. You can just search on YouTube Wine and Witchcraft. They're also now on Facebook as well because they're having their anniversary. So we had our 1 year anniversary a few episodes ago.
I'm having 2 years.
And they're having 2 years. So make sure you check out their show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be there partying with you guys in the chat. So make sure.
Same.
Yes.
If
But
I'm
aside
not
from that, I think we're going to get off. I'm going to take a gummy and I'm going to chill. And I'm really happy with where we're leaving things. I want to thank everybody for coming.
Good job, Galaxy Peeps. I'm so glad you joined Sabbath.
Yes, you will. You're going to be getting some nice little treats in the mail. Actually, all of our members are. So anybody who's a member right now is going, and you will too, Mark. You will too.
I will.
You will. You're gonna.
What am I getting?
It's a surprise.
I love surprises. That's the best kind of prize. Is a surprise.
And anybody who signs up will get those special treats. So make sure you head over to Sabbath Social. Sign up for those memberships because those memberships get you lots. What? You credit some of Up with more organization than we have.
Credit some of Up with more organization than we have. What deck?
I read this deck.
I read the Tarot deck or the Pride deck.
The Tarot. I read this deck, The Guardian of the Night by MJ Cullinane.
I don't know why, but that's screaming M. Night Shyamalan.
Right. Has very similar vibes. There are a lot of owls in this deck, which I think is why I was like, I need to have it. But again, thank you all for coming. And please, if you haven't done so already, check out the BibmoYaga. I always want to put the because I believe they deserve a the in front of their name. But please check out Bimbo. Huh?
I can't find my scrunchie.
Uh-oh. But please check out BibmoYaga's links. They're also below because they're amazing. We definitely hope they come back. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say.
I found my scrunchie. It's okay.
Yay! Mark, do you have any last words?
I love each and every one of you, but like, yeah.
I love each and every one of you as well. I'm going to do a goodbye shot just because I think we all deserve it.
I can't, but I will.
You can't, but you will. I'm going to do a goodbye shot because I think we all deserve it. I know this past Gemini season has been rough for everybody. It's been busy. It's been rough.
Let me give y'all some ASMR.
Yes. Here for it. But I want to give you all a shot to leave because it's been a rough Gemini season, and thank the gods we're in Leo season, and please may it treat us better than it has already.
Amen, bitch. Cilantro.
And how. All right, y'all. We're hopping out. Check Mark's link for that Twitch link so you can watch us on Twitch.
Make fools of ourselves.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Gotta put my